Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Charbel Makhlouf. Saint Charbel is also known as the patron saint of Lebanon and those who suffer in body and soul. He was born on May 8, 1828 in a small village called Beka Kafra in Lebanon, and his name was Youssef Antoun Makhlouf. He was the youngest of the 5 children from a deeply religious Maronite Catholic family. His father was a mule driver in the Ottoman military service who died when he was just 3 years old. Despite the hardships, he grew up surrounded by faith and simplicity. He was particularly inspired by 2 of his uncles who had become hermits, choosing lives of silence, prayer, and sacrifice. As a young boy, Saint Charbel was drawn to solitude. Instead of playing games, he would sneak away to a nearby grotto where he'd light a candle and pray for hours. At the age of 23 in 1851, he made a decision to leave his village and walk to the monastery of Our Lady of Mayfouk, entering the Lebanese Maronite order. There he took the name Charbel, after a 2nd century Christian martyr. He studied hard, living a life of prayer, silence, and service. Later, he was sent to the St. Cyprian of Kavifan Monastery, where he studied philosophy and theology. After years of intense formation, he was ordained a priest in 1859 and sent to the monastery of St. Maron in Anaya. There he worked as a monk, farming, serving in the chapel, and helping the poor with humility and dedication. But St. Charbel longed for deeper silence and a closer union with God. In 1875, after nearly 16 years in communal monastic life, he received permission to live as a hermit in a nearby hermitage. He spent the last 23 years of his life in almost complete solitude. He fasted strictly, prayed constantly, and celebrated Mass daily, even in Lebanon's freezing winters. He lived with almost nothing. His bed was a hard straw mat, and he ate 1 small meal a day. Yet he was known for his joy and radiant inner peace. Though hidden from the world, Saint Charbel's holiness spread quietly. People began asking for his prayers. Many believed that his intercession brought healings and spiritual conversions. Yet he never sought recognition. He only wanted to be forgotten by the world and remembered by God. On December 16, 1898, while celebrating Mass, Charbel suffered a stroke and collapsed at the altar. He died on December 24, 1898, at the age of 70. Shortly after his burial, strange lights were seen hovering around his tomb. His body, exhumed multiple times, was found to be incorrupt without decay, despite the passage of years and the absence of embalming. People began flocking to his tomb, reporting miraculous healings and blessings. His hermitage became a place of pilgrimage. In 1977, Pope Paul VI canonized Saint Charbel, declaring him a saint not just for Lebanon, but for the whole world. Today, he is venerated as the saint of Lebanon and those who suffer in body and soul. His feast day is celebrated every 24th of July. If you like stories like this, support us, follow, like, and subscribe.